What's up? What's up, guys? I am currently live. Welcome back. Welcome back to another live. How does it look? I look good as always. If my camera's not the best, forgive me, guys. I might move out to London or something. What's up, guys? Welcome back. So I'm on live on YouTube and on Instagram. If you guys don't have me on Instagram, make sure to follow me at Evski8. I might put it in the um, Evski8 Instagram. All right, I put that in the comments, guys. Welcome back. I wanted to talk about content creation. Content creation. Welcome, Lennon. Welcome. I wanted to talk about content creation. I really feel content creation has changed my life, and I think it's very important. And I wanted to have this conversation based on that. Like, I feel not everyone, for example, maybe wants to be a YouTuber or whatever it may be, but like, I feel whatever you do in life, like, you can take certain aspects from content creation and really use it to take things to the next level. Whether that you have a business, for me, I always like to go back to the beginning, like seeing this in a long term aspect of like, if I do this 20, 40, 50 years down the line, I can have a number of videos and things to like my family can see when I die. My kids and kids will be able to see my whole journey. And that's where I think like content creation really stems from. That's where I have the motivation. What's up, Lennon? I see you trying to send a request. I won't accept that, but if you're watching, oh no, don't tell me it is happening. So yeah, like I really just see content creation is a way for you to really change your life. You know what I mean? Whether you want to be an entrepreneur and have your own business and be a YouTuber, vlog the journey, take out the camera, whatever you're doing, like keep documenting the journey. I always talk about that, the importance of documenting the journey, the importance of documenting your story, because I feel like your story can add value to people's lives. Like I had to start thinking, sorry guys, I had to start thinking about the long term. I had to start thinking like, let me be vulnerable. Let me fail in front of people. Let me fail in front of the world. But at the same time, it's like I can really leave history for the ones who come after me. You know what I mean? And I think I was talking to a few friends about this, but even if you have a business, whatever you're trying to do, whatever vision that you have to create financial freedom or to do what you love, you could really use content creation to take your game to a whole new level. Being consistent, posting on all social media platforms, boom, whatever it is that you do, and then you can monetize that. So when people want to scale their businesses, it's like, okay, I'll go on your social media. How much are you? And I know it's hard, bro. Not everyone wants to do that. Sometimes I can go out and train. I don't want to have the camera there with me, but I'm just like, not only can I get content, but at the same time, again, like, how can I be an example to other people? The world needs to see the skills and the talents that I have, because within my journey and with me doing that diligently, and people can feel that energy and it encourages other people to keep going. And that's the thing. So not only can I encourage myself, but I can encourage other people I've never even met before. And I think that's the power of it. So I think people really need to start to tap into that. You need to start seeing things from a long-term vision. Like, thanks, Auntie Vovo. Thank you. Welcome to the live. You need to start seeing things long-term vision, 20, 40, 50 years from now, man. Like, what are you doing today? All right, cool. Let me document my journey. What's up, the chosen one? You boxing, da da da. Let me document this shit. Let me go and record it. Let me talk to the hey, man, today wasn't the best of the day. I experienced this. Hey, this is what you could, you just documenting that journey. And if you can be consistent with that, not only can it be another stream of income, but whatever you have, because I think you just being authentic, you documenting the journey and the story, not only will you be able to create things, but again, you can have a product, you can have a service, that can help other people, and you can use your social media platforms, whatever you use, to spread awareness to that. So, I'm really passionate about this. I picked up the camera. And I fell in love with it, being able to document my story and going to different places. I think another thing I realized, which was amazing, was being with family or just being with different people and documenting those experiences, documenting those moments and seeing how it impacted other people, like other people smiling with joy and getting nostalgia, or looking at something that I filmed and I edited, because they were a part of, they were there and they're seeing their family, they're seeing all these amazing moments. I think that's what's so special to me. What I mean, being able to um, document that. So I really wanted to encourage people, yeah, like, become content creators. I honestly think everyone should be a YouTuber. Now, when I say that, people might think I'm crazy, but I mean, like, everyone can be a YouTuber, honestly. Like, to be able to tell your story, be authentic with your story, because you see, a lot of what comes with content creation is being vulnerable. You have to be really vulnerable. Again, like, I'm not afraid to fail in front of people. I will fail. I'm not afraid of that. You know what I mean? But some people, you start to care about what people think, and it can be easy to get into that rat race. Oh, but what about if this person thinks this? Like Young Dolph said, fuck everyone and fuck everything. And that's the mindset you got to have. I don't care what other people think. I'm going to fail in front of the world. I'm going to fail a million times, but I'm going to get up. I'm going to keep going. Not only that, I'm going to record this. I'm going to record this. So when, by the time I'm older and my kids, they can see, wow, Eve, he was so persistent. Like, imagine if you could see how your grandfather was, if you could see what they were doing in their day, like, how cool would that be? I always think about that. How cool would it be if I could see what my grandfather was doing, my grandmother was doing? Like, so I got to think, like, I can't just think for myself. You know what I mean? It's selfish. It's honestly, right now, my journey where I'm at right now and what I'm doing, it is selfish. It is really selfish of me if I'm not recording this as I'm recording it right now. It is selfish for me if I'm not recording this. And the reason I say that is because with me recording this, good or bad, I'm showing the journey. I'm showing what I went through, the setbacks, the tough moments, the days where I was just like, damn, things ain't working out. I'm showing that. So imagine when now my children, and they can see, like, wow, like, you see, he didn't have everything figured out. He went through this setback, but look, he kept going. He was persistent. They can see certain qualities. They can see my parents, see how mom is, see how dad is, like, and that's why I think everyone should document their lives. Everyone should document their journeys. There's no excuses. You can do it. Like, again, you don't want to maybe put your business out there, or you don't want to be on social media, cool, but to just document certain things about your life. And, again, as I said, I can have it on YouTube. And what's so cool is, like, I know my YouTube channel, right? Even if I drop a video today, tomorrow, I know in 20 to 30 years, obviously these videos are doing well now, but I know I can look on my YouTube channel 20, 30 years from now. Not only will they be making me money, because, the more you get, the more views you get, 20, 30 years later, it's going to be massive. So, like, I can make money from that, but not only that, their memories, you know what I mean? I can look back and look at this memory that I had. Wow, that was an amazing time. So I could be in that memory and make money from it, monetize that, which is really cool, right? So I think for people in our generation, we just need to start thinking long term. Again, I'm turning 27. I'm always thinking about 40, 50. I'm thinking about long term. So the actions I do today, every single, and I've become so crazy with it, because like I'll give you an example. I told my dad, obviously I'm doing football training, I'm editing, I got work, but I took the train today to go get a haircut. As you guys can see, I'm looking very good. Very, very good. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So I went to get a haircut and I took the train there. So the train ride was probably about, 30 minutes. I thought also going to the barber shop, my barber's a very good barber, as you can see. So he takes time. He takes a lot. Hey, that guy takes time. But I was like, I had to take my laptop with me because I need to edit. You know what I'm saying? Like me sitting on the train doing nothing, I feel like I'm wasting time. And what I mean by this is, like, every minute counts, man. Every moment counts. I can't sit on the train and sit still, because I'm like, no, I'm wasting time. I got to edit something. You know what I mean? I got to put something out into the world, into the universe, that can maybe help the next person, inspire the next person. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, like, I really feel it's like every day is purpose driven. And by the way, guys, I've been fasting. Well, today I broke my fast because I just got too hungry. I got weak. I got very weak. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. Anyway, I got weak and I broke the fast, but, like, I've been doing well. Fasting as well, which is good, to pray and deal with my Muslim brothers and sisters, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, like I just want to put that into people is just like be purpose driven, be focus driven. You know, if you can document your journey, document your story, you know, speak with people. Like I guarantee you, every single person who's watching this live, yes, you have something so special about you. You have something so unique about you that the world will have value from. You know what I mean? Like sometimes I get so crazy, I got to record everything. Like I'd be just talking with my dad and he'll say something funny and I was just like, man, imagine if this was on camera. Like imagine seeing this 10 years later. Like sometimes my life really be a movie. Like my parents, like people are just funny. Like we really just funny people. So sometimes I'm like, man. And the good thing is I do have a camera there, so it's recording and it's documented a lot of this stuff. Like mom right now, my mom, she's going viral. We did a little music video. She was a bit of a freshie. I don't know what she was doing. And like people just like the authenticness. People loved like the family. Like, I'm always thinking like, how can I bring my family together. Like if we have a family, like there's a couple of us in the family, like let's build our last name into an asset. You know what I mean? I want our last name to be here long before we're gone, have buildings in our last name. We have schools, we have foundations with our last name. You know what I mean? And we documented everything. We took the camera out. It was very funny. It was very funny. We took the camera out and we documented it. You know what I mean? And I'm glad that I got a supportive family who's let's do this. So it's like right now that's what I'm doing. All right, cool. Let's bring everyone together and everyone has value. My dad, I realized my dad is so funny. Guys, my dad, and I just realized this when I got older. I don't know why, like maybe because I was used to him. But he's so funny. Like my dad, he's just got this sense of humor. Like, we were talking. I'll tell you a quick story, guys. I'll tell you a quick story, real quick. I was eating, and the food was hot. Like the food was really, really hot. So I was eating, and then my dad, like it was, it was hot. So I was eating in a rush. I don't know what I was doing. It was hot, and I was eating in a rush. And my dad he just looked at me. He was like, you can wait. The way he said it, he's like, just wait, bro. Like, what's wrong with you? This guy's trying to eat quickly, and the food's hot, and he's, you know what I'm saying? Pause. But just moments like that is cool to realize, yo, my dad's funny, man. So like every time, and he's now starting to explore himself with the camera and recording and just, at his age, like saying like, hey, I can inspire people too. And that's what I like. Like anyone here has value. Whatever you're going through in your life, you've been able to have experiences that can help someone, that can help people in your family. So just keep touching in with that, keep being present. Every day I wake up, I'm so grateful that I have even just having my parents with me. You know what I mean? Not everyone has their parents with them. So I'm like, all right, cool. I'm fortunate enough to have this. So let me help us keep building, help keep recording, keep documenting. Like I want to monetize the things I love. And I want the other people around me, I want us to build something so big with this. And we do it because it's natural, it's authentic. You know what I mean? So like I've just really had to get into that mindset to stop thinking about myself. It's much, much bigger than me, way more bigger than me. You know what I mean? There's even people, not even just about my family. There's people out there, teenagers, what's up, Petro? People in their life who, look up to me. Sometimes you think like, oh, but no, people look up to you, Eve. So you got to have that responsibility and the wisdom to think about tomorrow, think about the future. It's very important that we do things like this, and that's why I'm coming on live talking a bit about content creation. Like I do have a Patreon, and I'm showing people like this is a game, like this is how you can build, get out the camera, Facebook Shorts, YouTube, like monetize what you love doing. You love going hunting, go take the camera with you, document it. You can look back and see, you know what I mean? Like just don't think about anyone or what other people think. Be fearlessness, you know what I mean? Be a disruptor, be a pioneer, be a revolutionist, like if I even said that right. And what I mean by that is just, go out there and lead with your heart. Lead with your heart and say, you know what, I'm going to go do what I love. If I love playing with cameras, go out there, play with the camera, document it. Your story, you being yourself will help so many people. You know what I mean? And I'm proud of you. I'm proud of everyone who's watching this video. Like, you really can do it. You know what I mean? And not only that, you can be able to do it with your family. You know what I mean? Because like family is so important. And I'm starting to realize that. And sometimes it's like because you don't choose your family, do you? Like even when you think about relatives, right? Like if you didn't have that blood connection, they would just be random niggas. You know what I mean? So of course, some people, may not be loyal to you. It's normal. Like what the hell? Like that's just life. But if you can be able to build a tribe, with people who want to be there, who want to build with you, then why not? I think families are what build nations, and that's why I said I had to stop being selfish because before it was just about like I want to follow my dreams, and yeah, of course I can help my family and I can still do that. But now I'm thinking like, how can I make my brother the best version of himself? Obviously, everyone has their own journey, but both of my brothers, how can I be able to, help them tap into their skills, help them tap to whatever they love doing, and we can bring it into the family. My parents, hey, mom and dad, hey, can you guys come and record this podcast? Thank you. Yes, they do it. They make schedules. They're working too, but they're also realizing to see like, hey, mom, you have value out to the world. Like you telling your story, where you're from, what you used to do when you were younger. I get to learn from it, which is cool. By the way, like we have conversations, but like asking her questions on camera, I've realized things that I never knew about family, never knew about history. And it's crazy. And it's like, this is on camera. You know what I mean? So like, thank you, mom, to be able to bring your voice and use your voice and who you are out to the world, because other mothers will be able to relate to you. Other women, like girls, like people can relate to you. And I've seen the power of this, like just getting all the feedback. And that's why I'm consistent, because I'm like, there's not a day that I'm not posting. Every single day I have to post. And yes, I get busy. I have work. By the way, I have 2 jobs right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing everything because I'm like, cool. I need to make as many streams of income as possible. And we have more streams of income coming. And even with the football journey, like, me doing what I've been doing, it's not been easy. You know what I'm saying? It's been hard. And then the world tells you maybe you should stop, maybe you should give up. But I don't listen to what everyone like. I make my own world. I mean, like I have a passion and I have something, and I think again that's something that came from my ancestors. But like I swear, guys, sometimes I feel like I'm crazy. Honestly, I feel I am crazy sometimes. I can't sleep because I'm seeing myself in a stadium. I'm seeing my family there. Now I have dreams where I have a cameraman following me. I'm driving drop top Benz, going to training, coming, recording a podcast, doing this video. We shooting movies. Like my imagination goes, and like I'm always thinking about it, and that's why I'm consistent. That's why every single day I'm posting. Every single day you guys see me on YouTube. Every single day you see me on Instagram. I'm like, boom, I need to market, go. And I think that's the key, consistency. If you can be consistent in, even if it's exercising a day, every single day, going out and be consistent. It's hard to be consistent, day 100. Most people, they start something, they get excited, they stop. You know what I mean? They stop. I've done it before too, but I realized because maybe I wasn't passionate about that, or maybe I wasn't, but when I started to realize the key is consistency, and I'm still reaping the benefits of that now. I'm still reaping the benefits of stuff I did 1, 2, 3 years ago. Those moments I was there editing, even training, even doing things, working on my game, I'm reaping those benefits now. So, what are you doing today that's continually working towards that dream? Getting your family, have that dream. If you're a mother, whatever it is, like you have a dream of seeing your kids being able to monetize what they love, seeing your kids being able to thrive in this world. You know what I mean? Like stay consistent on that vision, stay consistent in providing them a message of support and, whatever it is you guys are doing in your life. Like, yeah, I think these are very important things to think about. You know what I mean? I'm thinking about it every day. That's why I'm doing this live right now. You know what I'm saying? I could easily just be chilling. Sometimes I tell people, sometimes I want to just be with my family and not have the camera there. Like literally, sometimes I go, Eve, don't even, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, I got to separate being able to just be in the present moment. And I am in the present a lot of the times, but then like I'm always thinking, imagine if my kids can see this. Then I get out the camera, like the other day we shot a music video with the whole family. It was so cool with the music video. And then I was like, in my head clicked. I'm like, yo, I'm not recording this. Went out, we had an auntie here, gave her the camera, record us doing the in behind the scenes. Like it just, boom, innovator, genius, thinking. She recorded that. And as you guys can see, like I was able to make a whole video out of that. Like the whole process of mom recording, dad being in the video, like everyone coming together. Like, and so I'm continually thinking like, okay, cool. Now As a family, we've realized the secrets. As a family, we've realized, okay, everything is mental, guys. No matter your experience, no matter what you've gone through in your life, and this is to anyone out there. And this is one thing I really had to learn. And I'm gonna tell you guys this big secret. I think I told my dad the other day. I said, if I, for example, I'll talk about a family member, brother, who even a random person, whatever it is, if I judge them and like whatever you're doing is so bad, if I judge you, I'm just gonna judge myself because you're a reflection of the way you treat other people. So if I'm judging him, I'm gonna judge myself because that's the way I treat myself. So I had to get to realize, even with people in general, who am I to judge? Because I have imperfections about me too. If I'm judging them, I judge myself. It's like when I go out on the football field and I'm training, if I'm playing with someone and he makes a mistake, obviously you get mad because maybe he could have given you the ball or he could have, when you needed it, and he made a mistake, and I get mad like, oh, he's so useless. Me just doing that and having that frustration. When I make a mistake and it's me who's doing it, what am I gonna tell myself? Eve, you're so useless. I'm gonna judge myself. So you're a reflection of the way you treat other people. So I've had to get, and that's why we come in as a family, like, yo, no matter what people do, have that self-love, have emotional intelligence to not judge others. No, focus on what you're doing, focus on love, spreading love out to people, and then saying, okay, guys, look, now we don't have to argue. Yes, we'll have discussions, we'll have disagreements, whatever. We're passionate people, but as a family, let's build. You know what I mean? Let's build. How can you bring your talent here? Mom, you bring your talent here. Dad, you bring whatever you have here. Let's bring it together and let's create. Let's create. Like, you can do this, man. You can really do it. I think, again, who are the families are the ones that create nations. And if you think online, look around you. Look at, big institutions around you. It's all people's last names. You look at Chase Bank in America, for example. That's someone's last name. Colgate. You guys know Colgate, right? The toothpaste. That's a family. That's a family. You know what I mean? That they're long gone, the people who made that, but their brand then is still out there. So I'm like, started to think we can do the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Like our family name. And it started with content creation. You know what I mean? Like, I got to be different than everyone else. And I started to embrace it as I got older. Be different to everyone else. Be unique. Everywhere I go, if I go and apply for a job here and there, I get the job. You know what I mean? I stand out everywhere I go. People are like, wow, like his energy, that person is just, that's why I tattooed just being different. Even being an athlete in football, I said, I'm not going to be just like every other footballer. I'm going to come in, and this money that I'm getting from football is just going to be a different stream of income because I'm already a business owner, entrepreneur. We own a podcast. We have my own YouTube channel. I have brands. I have sponsors. I've created my own products and I'm able to sell. So I have 4 or 5 streams of income. So I'm not just getting boxed into one thing. No, football or content create, whatever it is, it doesn't define who I am. I'm a spirit. I'm a servant to people to be able to spread love, spread joy. And I'm going to keep doing that. And in whatever field I can add value. So again, this was about content creation, but it's just about letting the spirit touch me and be able to spread out a message. Like, guys, think long term, think 100 years from now. Like, honestly, those are my thoughts, man. I'm just like, I need to be able to build up a catalog of, consistency. So 50, 60 years from now, I'm earning passive income. And so I'll be thankful. Hey, 27-year-old Eve, thank you. My older self will look back and be like, thank you. Thank you for doing that work. Thank you for not being lazy. Thank you for not sitting around, like, again, we talk about social media and being a content creator. You know what I love about being on this side of content creation is because it gave me an awakening. I started to realize, what do most people do when they go on Instagram, Facebook? You scroll, you look at other people's lives, they feed you advertisements, That's all you do. You waste time. Then I started to realize, so the people like Steve Jobs, the creators, they're the ones who feed people the content. So I said, I need to be that person. I need to be the one who's going on my computer, editing, posting. So when you're scrolling through Eve Rabasha stuff, the Rabasha Family Podcast, I started to realize that, like, you cannot waste time. On my Instagram, I don't waste time. If I go on Instagram, it's to post, it's to market. I need to market myself. Every single day, I need to put myself in your face. You see, I started to see our family name, my name is like a brand. It's like McDonald's. So you see why is McDonald's so successful? Why are these big companies so successful? Because they're in your face every single day. You see a McDonald's ad, you see their music, you see this. So I said, as a content creator, and this is what I want to teach people, you got to be on the other side and you got to create. You got to create. And as I said, you have other things you're doing in your life. Again, I'm an athlete. So a lot of my time I devote to training and I take it very serious, working. I'm coming back from injury. When I come back from injury, I'm coming in hot. But the great thing about that is I can record it. I'm recording my first training session, me training. Like, so I'm showing people like, yo, this is what I did. And I'm speaking it into existence. You know, I'm envisioning that I'm already there. Again, I always try to think about my future self. You know, he's more handsome than me. I mean, this one's still very handsome, but the future self is he handsome. He got a beautiful wife on his side, thick, very thick, beautiful girl. But not only is she thick, but she's a genius. You know what I'm saying? She's also being able to spread love. Again, even in relationships, that's another thing, man. Another thing, another key, guys. You know what I'm saying? In relationships, I feel we get into this thing of, oh, I'm in love and you're being in love. No, fuck that. Of course, love is important. Love is cool. But can I build with this person? So I'll give Shorty the camera. I'll give her the phone. Hey, babe, get the phone out, record what you're doing, you know, help me out. You know what I mean? Like, that's what a relationship should be for. You know what I'm saying? How can we keep providing value to each other? It's not about these small things, it's about building. You know what I mean? Shout out to Calvin. Calvin is in the room. What's up, Calvin? Yeah, man. So yeah, I think that's a very important part. I think even in relationships now, like, I always used to wonder, or you see so many people divorce or relationships not working out. But then I see why as well. Like, a lot of people, you get into a relationship and you don't even love yourself properly. You haven't healed. A lot of people even have daddy issues that they don't even know about. So the advice you're giving, or the messages that you're giving out, you come from a place of hurt because maybe your dad wasn't around in your life and you still haven't figured that out, and you're treating people, or you have a sense of attitude about you, is because you haven't healed from your past. Now, we're not all perfect, we're not all going to come healed, but the point is just to build on yourself, work on yourself so much where you love yourself so much unconditionally, then that gives you space to love another person. And then that other person you love, you guys got to come together and say, yo, how can we? Thank you, Lulu, my sister. Hey, guys, shout out to Lulu. Guys, I know I know you're not gonna get mad at this, but guys, Lulu, she's basically, imagine, Calvin's always changing. Just don't mind him. Guys, Lulu, which is my sister-in-law, imagine we came home from Mombasa, we came home from holiday. There was food. I came in, I could smell chicken. She prepared food. The house was clean. Lulu, the only reason I bring that up is because it's like, I love that. Hey, I'm not gonna lie, I love that. You know, but like, you're an amazing soul, you're an amazing person. And even you, like all my sisters, you know, again, like, I realize this, Lulu, as well. I love being around women. No, I love being around women. Like, when you're around women, you know, you're just talking, you're smiling, you're laughing. That energy is so warm. It feels so good. Hey, being around too many niggas, no. Unless it's family, it's cool. But too many niggas, no. I like being around women. You know, even my cousin, shout out to Charlotte. I love Charlotte, man. Like, that's my nigga. We cool with, like, being around women is so amazing. And so even for the women around me, I'm like, you know, we got to start having conversations. And as a man, I can give them like tips and, you know, give you guys game on what a man, like, if a man's really serious about you, if a man really loves you, I'm going to talk to the you know, I'm going to tell the women, you know what I'm saying? Like, certain things to look out for, because I think life starts with our women. You know what I mean? Like, man, if you have a powerful woman who's tapped into her, because I'll give you an example. Yeah, my mom, the other day, we were going somewhere and she said, I had a dream. I had a dream that we got it. We got the thing that we wanted, right? She said, I had a dream of it. And when she said that, I was like, it's going to happen. We were a bit nervous. We were a bit tense. But when she said she had a dream, I was like, it's going to happen. And it's crazy because I watched it, because you guys ever notice this? Your mom will tell you something. And this is like, when I got older, even when I got my girlfriend, I started to realize the power of a very prayerful and a spiritual woman. You know, mom always used to warn us of something. what happens, that thing happens. The women have that protective nature about them. They're in tune with God. That's why women have periods, because it's like they have that cycle. Like you are God. You know what I'm saying? So the tongue of a woman is very, very powerful, what she speaks. But mom said, I had this dream and it panned out. Few hours later, it happened. And that was just like, I think it was God. It was another sign. Like, you see, Eve, like when a woman has a dream, when she's in touch with her intuition and she sees something, she warns you as a man. Women, we think of protectors, of being there physically. Yes, as men, we are protectors and we are there for our women. But I think, yeah, the woman is so powerful, it's so divine. So if you have strong women around you, keep that. You know what I mean? You have a girlfriend, a wife. I hope she's speaking life into you, because when she speaks, it's so powerful. And that's why these things are very, very important. Very, very important, because sometimes you get into a relationship with someone or this and that, and you know what I mean? Maybe it's lost. Maybe you're just looking at the physical attraction of someone, and maybe that's what catches you. But you haven't researched what's their spirit like. And I think God always gives us signs. God always gives us signs. So if we reject those signs, and sometimes we do it because of the flesh. Oh, well, she's fine. Oh, the sex is good. Oh, and then boom, you're in trouble. Boom. Hey, you know what I'm saying? So again, that's no judgment to anyone. That's love to everyone. I think we're living in a time where everything is so toxic. The messages that we're seeing on relationships as well as toxic. And that's why, again, like, I wanted to talk to my mom about these things. And I had a lot of people come and give me feedback and be like, wow, your mom was so mature in her answers when she talked about if my dad ever cheated on her. Like, the way she answered it, she shocked me too. I was like, damn, mom, like, you are OG. You know what I'm saying? Like, again, we live and I'm not condoning cheating or anything, but just the way she answered it was just like, again, so mature. So it was so good to hear from her side. And I think, again, it goes both ways, because you have a lot of useless men. We're living in a time where there's a lot of useless men in this generation, you know what I mean, who depend on women, who don't have a vision. So if you don't have a vision for your life, how the hell do you expect a woman? There's a lot of men out there who don't have a vision, and they have girlfriends. And this is what I want to even tell girls: if a man does not have a vision, if you meet a man today, you want to get into a relationship, you ask this man, what is your vision? He may look at you like, huh? Oh, what do you mean? What's your vision? What's your vision for the next 20, 30 years? What do you see? And if he's not specific, if he's not detailed, if he doesn't go in and say, this is my vision and this is what I'm going to achieve, leave him. Yes, that might be controversial. Leave him. If a man does not have a clear vision, planned out, mapped out, leave him. Because again, how do you expect him to leave you? Now, you can cultivate that in someone, true, but I really feel like it's much better when you have someone, because that's how as a woman, a man has a vision. Okay, does that vision align with where I see myself going? Does his vision align with what I want? Yes, I can see that. Cool, let's go. How can I help you get there? You know what I mean? And that's a real divine woman. I think, yeah, man, it's cool. So whether you make it already or you build with someone, I always think, if you're a woman, again, if a man doesn't have a vision, you focus on yourself. And as a woman, you say, okay, this is my vision. And I promise you, a lot of women, they feel maybe like, oh, but it's taking long, I haven't found the right man. If you are in tune with who you are and with the spirit, and you focused on what you're doing in your life as a woman, you're going to meet the right person. That energy will attract. And if that energy ain't aligning, or if you can see, no, my vision doesn't align with his vision, no, move, keep going. Because I think sometimes women, you lead with emotions. Like, I've met a lot of women, when they love hard. And that's the thing about women. And the problem is, a lot of men take advantage of that. You know what I'm saying? Weak men. And then you got to think about it again. That's why I said I don't judge, because you might have a man who, he has daddy issues. So he hasn't healed from his trauma. He hasn't healed from his past experiences. So now he, that frustration or whatever he's going on in his life, he's now putting that on you. But it's, okay. Good night, Auntie Monique. Good night. Thank you for tuning into the live. I'm about to go and talk to my girl, too. You know what I'm saying? I always got to balance. I'm learning balance. I'm getting better at it, to commit time to certain things. You know what I mean? I got to be up early to grind in the morning. So this live went longer than I thought it would. So I basically went on a lot of topics. Good night, Auntie. Mwah. Mwah. Kitoko. I went on a lot of topics, but yeah, I think this was a great conversation, and thank you guys for being here. Thank you guys for even the fact that you took your time to come into this live, watch it. If I was able to say something helpful, if I was able to add value to your life, then I am your servant. Yes. Okay, guys. Good night, and I'll see you guys. Guys, head over to the Patreon if you're on my YouTube. Link in the bio under all my videos. Head over to the Patreon. You want to be a content creator. You want to learn the content creation game. You can do it. This shit is easy. You just got to be consistent and have a work ethic and think long term. If you have long term thinking, if you thanks Lulu. If you want to do whatever you want to do, you got to think of the future. Don't stop. Like Young Dolph said, we don't stop. We never stop. No cap. You just got to keep going. All right, cool. Thank you, baby. I'm about to call you on FaceTime. We're going to have a live on FaceTime. Shout out to Queen Leticia, guys. This is on YouTube Live, by the way, guys. So I'm recording this here, 21 minutes. Go subscribe to Leticia's channel. go subscribe to Leticia's channel. Yeah, you're gonna get a lot more content. Leticia, I need a video from you, man. They're waiting for the women videos, man. You know, I love having these women videos on my channel. You know what I'm saying? It brings the female audience over. You know what I mean? So we're gonna drop something soon for y'all. All right, peace, guys, peace.